Good morning, everyone. My name is Nefeli, and today I will present to you the main concepts worth your attention in the articles by the authors Karen Angus and Albury and al. Online dating is not for everyone. As a dating app user, I can guarantee you that this is an exhausting, exhilarated, and full of roller coaster emotions job. Does an app called Tinder ring you a bell? Well, I'm sure that at least one of your friends is a member, or perhaps you came across from the Dolly Parton challenge this January. As you can see here, there is one person represented through different profile pictures on social media, and Tinder is the most outstanding one. Albury and al. Research give prominence to data cultures of mobile dating and hookup apps. Due to the mediated dating through the rise of mobile devices, relationships and sex are connected to other aspects of our lives, identities, in a new way. The term data cultures is discussed in Albury and al. Research, along with its 4 ways of usage. I am going to briefly mention all and explain details with examples one approach. Starting off with cultures of production, it refers when a user giving its classic information to register in a social media application, for example, a headshot picture, their age, their gender, and their location. Yet, while entering this information, the app can link all this information to all other accounts you may have on other social media platforms. Data are cultivated as a second approach. It refers to various forms of data are created, cleaned, ordered, harvested, and cross-fertilized by multiple and distributed but connected actors including corporations, governments, developers, advertisers, and users. For example, on Tinder you can share your anthem or your top Spotify artist or the song of the moment. And this way, other people that you've matched with can connect with you and find similarities. Thus, this has an advantage because since Tinder can get this information, it can pass through to other social media platforms since they're connected. Thus, it can promote more about this music in your other platforms. For example, get more recommendations to Spotify about this type of music of this artist. The third approach is called datification of culture. In this phase, I am going to explain in details the approach to data cultures. There are 2 ways for collecting data. Firstly, data collection begins from the moment you decide to link your Facebook account on Tinder, due to the fact that you're too lazy to create an account manually. But how can Tinder verify that you're not catfish? Well, Tinder integrated Facebook for identity verification, which may include users' contact lists, photos, work history, or even their educational background. Which means that once you're a Tinder user, cross-platform connectivity is built in the app, and this way, data relating a user's personal profile and preference information, as well as photos uploaded via other platforms, for example, from Instagram, are accumulated. Secondly, users are actively participating in this phase of collection of data. As all users' activities and platforms, interactions of each other, even the time you swipe right or you swipe left on a hot guy or a hot girl, the time you spend viewing a profile or thinking about initiating conversation, well, that's all part included in the datification of cultures. Tinder uses this data to optimize users' experience, but also to enhance the opportunity to monetize that experience. For example, you can spend all day, you have a lot of time, to swipe right or swipe left. And after some time, you run out of likes. And what happens is that you get a pop up from Tinder suggesting you to buy unlimited likes, which means that you can have unlimited choices and unlimited swipes. The last approach that I would like to talk about is the cultures of use. The cultures of use refer on how data structures and processes are encountered, experienced, exploited, and resisted by users who encounter them in the practice of everyday life. For instance, in the terms of use, Tinder is restricted to adults to register. You need to be at least 18. However, a study showed that 7% of their users worldwide are minors and they're using Tinder illegally. As you can see in the example, here is a girl that pretends to be 18, but she's actually 15. And I personally find it ironically that people actually mention their real age. So, since people are using it illegally, this will increase unsafety on the application. Festivals, anyone? Well, raise your hand, even virtually, or you can just send the hand emoji on the Zoom chat. That's also fine. If you want to go to festivals. Well, personally, my bucket list festival is Coachella. And from what I've seen on social media posts, Coachella is a festival that applies to Karen Angus concepts in their article named Algorithm Brand Culture. As mentioned by Karen Angus, cultural spaces became integrated the last decade into the emerging advertising models of platforms like Facebook or Instagram. Brands use cultural events to harness the participatory label of promotional culture. While reading The Algorithm Brand Culture, Participatory Labor, Machine Learning, and Branding of Social Media by Karen Angus in 2018, I spotted two things that I would like to share them with you. For example, last year, McDonald's was one of Coachella's sponsors. So McDonald's used the location of a festival, in this case Coachella, to get attendance to generate engagement, content, and data platforms like Instagram. As you can see, there is a space for a ball and a wall with like the McDonald's ad. And I also have an example of a celebrity promoting McDonald's. As you can see, there's Gigi Hadid, a top model, eating her fries while being sponsored by McDonald's in Coachella. In this part, I will explain you the two concepts from this article, the concept of affective labor and the concept of mediating shared sociality. The first concept is the concept of affective labor, which refers to the conscious narration of affect and the pre-conscious, non-symbolic, and embodied capacity to affect and to be affected. In other words, that happens when a festival's attendees use their mobile devices to share their experience as images or videos on social media platforms. But how are festivals becoming media infrastructure? Well, organizers install video screens or Wi-Fi. I guess Wi-Fi is still very attractive. In order for attendees to distribute the performances on social media platforms, you can see in the images that there is Wi-Fi. I actually Googled it, and it's something very important to know when you go to Coachella. And also there are big screens all around and in the main stage in order for people to be able to view the show from wherever they are in the park. Mediating shared sociality is a concept that describes how festivals attendees are promoting a festival or brand through their social media profiles. Well, actually, they do that without realizing the impact that these posts may have on the festival or on the brands. Music performances stimulate a sense of a play among festivals goers. Smartphones enables attendees to translate this play into media content and data. Mobile phone cameras make it a commonplace for live music audiences to capture images and videos. You can see some examples that I found um, just by tagging Coachella. And there is a big difference to the following amount because one person's an influencer, the other one's not. But you can see that what matters is like tag Coachella and also tag the location that you are. I would like to add a point looking at the images. You can notice that one image is kind of shaky, and that is because Karen Angus argued that while the quality of these images and the video is often shaky with blurry images and distorted sound, they capture the intensity of a live music performance, and that's what matters. So technical quality of images or videos is less important in that case because they have the capacity to convey the energy and the feeling of a specific moment in time. Thus, concluding the mediating shares sociality, the festival infrastructure, the art installation, the brand activities, the musical performances, and the mobile reception towers stimulate and facilitate the process of attendee shareability and translate it to digital info and media platforms. In this way, they create a buzz and it's all over the social media pages. I guess you have that when it's a big event happening and a lot of people are going, or a lot of influencers that you follow are going, and Coachella is one of these events. Thank you for your attention, and I wish you a great day.